My friends trapped me in another prison with a challenge to break out of it. But the issue was, this one looked impossible. It's completely built of bedrock using cheats and only has one exit. My friends decided to give me a one-word clue though. TNT. Would I be able to escape or would I be stuck here forever? Let's find out. I began by looking around the starting room. It was a bedrock box with two main platforms. It was clear I somehow needed to get from the platform I was standing on onto the opposite one. But the main issue was that the jump from here to the glowstone was definitely too big. I began by looking around for clues, but nothing was initially obvious. I needed a way to get across the bridge. I checked the chest in the brewing stand and had all the greens I needed for an awkward potion, but nothing to turn it into something useful like speed. So I continued to look around until I noticed a rabbit's foot way above me. I broke the chest and soul sand to be able to reach the item frame, but it was no use. But then I realized the chest block is actually 1 pixel smaller than the soul sand. So I switched the placement and I was just about able to reach it. Initially the rabbit's foot seemed useless, but after some further thought, I remembered that a rabbit's foot could actually be used for a potion recipe. Can you think about what it is? That's right, leaping. This could be used to make me jump super high. The next issue was that I didn't have any water for my potion, but it didn't take me too long to spot the hidden water source below my platform, being held with chains. With my potion now brewing, it was time to head over to the other platform with my blocks. After looking at the jump ahead, the jump looked too far for just leaping, so I made a difficult decision to break the glowstone and use it to turn my leaping into leaping 2. This could have turned out to be a massive mistake, but there was only one way to find out. After finishing brewing my potion, I took a long run up and made the jump, and just about made it. On the next platform, I was left with an even bigger puzzle. There was a drop chute down to a bedrock platform with a 1 stone block, but it seemed obvious to me that I needed to go down there and mine the stone to the next level. But the fall looked deadly. Fortunately, when the sides had a bedrock crying obsidian alternating pattern all the way down, which I used to count the amount of blocks I'd fall. And sure enough, it added up exactly to 23, which was the perfect amount to die 4 damage. There was also a suspicious cow pit with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cows and a horse. Slightly confused, I had to look around the pit to see if there was something, when I suddenly fell. This wasn't good. There was no ladder out and there was no exit. That's when I spotted the crafting table on the wall. So I started to kill the cows because I had a plan. So you see, you can kill these cows and craft leather boots using the crafting table. And I would just be able to survive the fall. So after killing the cows, I was left with 4 leather, just perfect for boots. I then had to figure out how to get out of the box and decided that going onto the horse and jumping out was my best bet. And sure enough, it worked. Then I went to craft my boots, but I just couldn't reach the table. I tried and tried and tried again, but it was just too far. Was I missing something? Was there another hidden clue? That's when I realized this wasn't going to work. After doing some research, I found that using armor doesn't actually reduce fall damage. Only enchants like a protection and fall damage do. Even if I made nether boots, I'd still die. But then it hit me. The answer was a sad one. I'd used the horse as a sacrifice to take the fall damage. So that's exactly what I did. I took a breath and jumped down on my horse. And sure enough, we both lived. After breaking the stone block, I jumped down into the water source and was on the ground floor. Of course,